Well, it looks beautiful, Trace, and thank you to the crowd at the Qudos Bank Arena. We are heading into potentially the last map for the day, the last map of our semifinals. Who will play Liquid? Fnatic have the best foot forward, having won on Inferno, but this is NRG's home map in a way.
They are 7-0 on this map in the last 3 months. It's their home map. They feel like they can take it on this one, but they are on the T side. Fnatic said they've been practicing a lot. What's Crim's got in store for us? He spots a couple towards the brown halls, and he will fall back. I think that's a wise move. And it's going to be NRG with 4 players in this position, and Daps, he'll be holding towards team A. So it looks like the inside execution is very likely, probably smoking down the lower ramp, Molotov in connector. We'll see which way it goes down as they start to position themselves now. Going for some sort of run boost Molotov there. That's quite impressive. We're going to see if this works out for them. And Twist, he'll try and get first contact. Is this with the first frag? And it's the bomb down on the side.
Oh my, Brolin and Twist, they combine. Bomb down on the site, but also in an alley, in one of the lanes. It's not like it fell toward default, and that means it's hugely visible. Doesn't even matter if you can't get anyone back inside of the site to go for it in the first place. Daps gets taken down at the ramp, and Fnatic keep all 5 alive. NRG never got close to the plant.
Nice idea from NRG. Like I said, they had a boosted Molotov. They went all the way down towards the connector. Smoked down as well, but just couldn't even get near the bomb site. They look dejected right now. No one really fired up at all. They're looking very quiet, and they're a map down and lost the pistol on their pick. Full eco coming through here in round number 2. Just Glocks, not a single dollar invested in this round. We'll have a look as to whenever NRG can make it dead. It's very common for eco teams like this to rush towards inside. You can normally trade out a kill or 2 and presumably plant, but not if you go into the meat grinder like this. Cirque's on for a frag here, but now he has 12 HP, and it will be a clean sweep for Fnatic. Certainly no bomb plant there. Didn't really have to break a sweat.
2 straight sweeps on 2 attempts.
Yes, same bomb site.
At the bomb site. And B is the bomb site you attempt with the lesser weapons because you can get in so quickly and get the bomb down. So that kind of sets a tempo, a bit of a mentality that says they won't give that up for free, and they've got a good B defense. Again, it's NRG's map choice. You mentioned it, 7-0 on it. I don't think they'll be too intimidated by that early on, but it certainly could play a factor.
We haven't seen any of that real flair from NRG yet. We haven't had a huge clutch from them. We know these players are capable of doing ungodly things with the AK-47s especially. We want to see more from Ethan and Breezy, especially Tarek as well. Previous major winner. Need to see some of that pedigree shine through. For now, though, a default round. Shotgun for JW. Brolan will hold towards Pop Dog as they go for Brown Horse control once again. Just Exist holding inside with the FAMAS. That would be a prime target for NRG here. NRG will focus for now towards that Ivy position. JW behind the server. He's got the shotgun, remember. Has to be clean with it. Missed a shot with that, and you're going down. He's got 2 players right next to him.
Good check by Cirque. Shotgun there as well from JW. Could have been punishing. And Cirque gaining access to Ivy forces the entire defensive positioning to reconsider their options. Twist gets more aggressive toward the E-box. Crims goes into the control room, and Brolan plays safe side of bomb. That opens up access toward Hell from A main that Tarek could try and capitalize on. Twist doesn't want to allow that, so he's gotten much, much closer, but still they work. Clever boost as well, and they have, even though Twist gets Tarek, still gone back out around toward Hell for the back of the site. And they have information on Twist. They have Crims down. They just have to solve Brolan. They'll get a trade on it. It's not the most efficient, but again, they have the information to Twist, and they should be able to go for the bomb plant. All they need to do is defend A main while the bomb is being planted, because Exist is not close enough. He has now, and he's found Cirque. Sandwich, easy shots. Twist has done very well just to stay alive on 23. Ethan finally gets the angle, and he's forced out by Exist, who will get the kill and has lots of time.
Really calm and controlled that from Fnatic. You could see the communication between Exist and Twist. Twist knew he was out of the round essentially. All he could be would be a bit of a decoy for Exist while he snuck out the connector. He's still firing shots, still part of the battle. He's not going for frags there. Exist spots one in the back, and Twist has done so much work there without many frags at all. That's really well played, and luckily for the in-game leader Exist, he had the incendiary, knew the last player behind the E-box, flushes him out, gets an AK, defuses the bomb, and they get into round number 4 for double orb setup here. Beautiful play I have to say, Exist has had a very strong tournament. He really has looked tenacious. Even yesterday when he had a low performance in the third and final map, he turned it on in overtime and ended up getting an extra 20 frags and carried them to victory. So great stuff from him in this tournament, as another inside play looks likely from NRG, running through the flames, so focusing on Exist. They'll have to keep going. They extinguish the flames. The Twist will take one more. He'll buy the team some time with the incendiary on the bomb site. It's not... Oh, it does dissuade them. I thought he'd commit to the plan, but Breezy will have to reposition.
Tarek pushing with the Deagle, nearly found the low HP on Broland, but couldn't do so. Bomb finally planted. At the B sites, it'll be 2 plants from 4 rounds, but this one without guns. They have the AK on Cirque. We'll see if they can capitalize. They've already gotten 2 ops remaining. The fact that Twist is now down makes it even more likely they can pull this off. Cirque has 76 HP, has armor, but not the best position considering the bomb. However, he snuck around behind them, and they think he's back toward default. Finds the opener, but he has not heard JW and doesn't consider that he's behind.
It's still going to be pretty close here.
He's got a kick.
He hasn't got it, no. He missed it. He's fumbled it. They've actually won the rounds. It looked like it was a lock-in for sure, but the fact that bomb was planted on top, he didn't realize that. He actually won the round, but couldn't find the bomb quickly enough. So very well done from NRG there. They managed to hit the Deagle shots. I said we've been missing that flare and some of that excitement, and Breezy delivers with the Desert Eagle, but you can see still quite a hollow victory for them. Not really excited about it just yet. There will be money for Fnatic, but it's starting to be drained. Round 5, 3-1. NRG do get around back. This time successful towards inside. 4 AK-47s, York for Cirque, and this is where they can really start to sink their teeth in. CZ for Twist, a Scout for Crims, AWP there for JW, of course, stayed from the previous round. As a Molotov towards the upper area, actually hit by the AWP. Tarek's down to 4, very lucky to be alive.
Cirque will let Breezy work up past the server and just watch over his shoulder with the AWP, but Twist is at Cubby. Breezy needs to check it. He's booked in. He's actually found the kill. Watching on the minimap as he approached, it looked like he actually was considering further back in the tunnels, so does well to win out the duel. Second time they found someone waiting on an off angle inside of that hallway as well, by the way. Couldn't convert it last time. It was a great clutch and retake from Exist and Twist. This time, though, Daps is able to sneak out from A main, actually somehow get by Broland, who's found in the smoke. So they've got more ground to walk on in what is now a 4-on-3. HP's not amazing. It's a Scout and op this time, and Crims trying to capitalize on the fact that everyone has gone so low, has JW watching towards Sandwich.
Advantage NRG, but that's only in manpower. That help certainly doesn't help them out, and Exist will finish 2 off. That's bomb going down, a lovely flank from him. He's the inside player, they just didn't see it coming. Cirque of the AWP, certainly capable of getting them back in this round, but time is running thin. 20 seconds remaining. Will Tara commit to the plants? He will. No one there to take him down, and all 3 players for the CTs focusing on that connector. NRG can still win this. This is going to take something quite remarkable from Tarek. He needs to challenge with the AK here.
1 kit, no utility.
Ooh,
Tarek will challenge, and the utility goes the other way instead. How does he not find a kill from that? It bounced too far, ricocheted back. Crims gets up on top to try and figure out and literally scout to where they are, because Cirque has been waiting the whole time, and the AWP gets the kill. They now have the advantage. It's so low on the HP. Flash over as soon as they touch the bomb. Tarek should find JW with ease. And because he's low, doesn't overcommit to the peak, but spots Exist as well. It'll be a second round. Exist, he might find all the kills remaining again, and in fact, I do believe everyone will go down twice in a row for NRG, but they win back-to-back rounds.
They absolutely do. Comes right down to a 1 versus 1 there. But Tarek, we said he had the challenge. He shows just enough pressure towards that connector to slow them down. Cirque of a solid position to stop anyone getting near the hitch. And I feel like Fnatic have to take an eco at this stage. They've got $2,000 per player, and they're going to have a second stage loss bonus as well. Here's Tarek, showing us what he can do. Holding up, he knows he's got the bomb on his side. As long as he gets one of those kills, he's absolutely fine. Remember, he was legged at the start of that round at 4 HP. He ended with 3 kills, so that's not bad at all. As Exist will have the Desert Eagle, pretty much all they have in round 6 here. Should be an absolute gimme round for NRG.
Twist this time won't be quite as aggressive toward the tunnel, and Daps will check both angles, I'm sure. First, where JW was found. The second, at the Cubby. The mid-round has been where NRG's had the most amount of issues on the A takes, because both times they've won Ivy, and they've actually relocated the defense, forced them to rotate and reposition, but then Exist comes around that time and finds two. Last time they couldn't get it toward the site. Clever boost with the Deagle. Actually does a lot of damage onto Ethan. They managed to pull off at least the other one, the most previous at A. But that's certainly something to note. Fnatic are taking a lot of ground back in those situations, and again they'll do it. This time it's a USP, and I don't think it was quite as tactical.
No way.
It was a little bit more fortunate as JW finds similar fates. Getting daps down at A main. Cirque, he's gone back around though, not wanting to confront Crims. They take the bomb outer. And JW's actually rotated all the way around to the stairwells to clear bathroom. Crims has realized this is not at B. What's the call? I do not have a kit and no armor either. They've got two AKs. That might be worthy of holding on to.
Yeah, in the bigger picture, it's more likely that they'll win with the AKs going forward in the next rounds than trying to pull this one off. JW still fancies it. It's going to cost him. I do think that saving the AKs was the better call. That's one of those notoriously difficult bomb sites to retake when you've got armor, when you've got the kits, when you have no utility. And NRG, as soon as they get that bomb down, they seem like they're absolutely fine. And Crims has no option now but to save the rifle. So good stuff. NRG do recover, but that was a full eco. They lose 3 players and could have been a little more scary for them. But as soon as the bomb was planted, they seemed absolutely fine. As now they tie things up 3-3 after losing the pistol here. It is a CT-sided affair, but in these sort of matchups, it isn't rare to see it split right down the middle at 8-7. Bystander to come through now. I don't think there's an AWP available on either side. Both of them feeling the financial burn. There's Crims on 6 kills and 3 deaths. Influential rifler within the squad. 1 kit available. He's the only one that has it, and you can see his damage with that USB. A cheeky one through the smoke. That was from the damage. Exist managed to deliver at that lower ramp.
Ethan already out, smoked down. He didn't spot Broland, though, getting in towards Sandwich. He'll still check it. I would have thought it was his all day on an AK with the head presented as it were, but Broland gets away with one. Didn't quite get that smoke right from the ladder, however, and likewise his strafe mechanics to get off it were about as bad as mine at the KZ server, so he gets caught out when he landed. Crims is waiting to see if they'll go for a glance. Tarek reveals his position, but gets JW a 1-for-1 in this situation. Not quite enough because it leaves Daps alone in a 1-on-3. And Fnatic take back or reclaim the lead.
Trying to increase the pace there slightly, and outside play. Ethan to lead the charge, and you are absolutely right.
Oh, thank you, Australia. I feel the same way.
Dabbing is banned. I know you guys don't get on with me. We're banning dabbing, okay? Can we all agree on that? There we go. All right, fair enough. Well, the timeout will come through. And NRG with $2,000 and 4 players here, Matt. It's a difficult one because in terms of loss bonus, they're at first stage. Oh, we're back to that.
Well, they agreed to. Yeah, I thought maybe you guys were. I thought that was like a moment, a stepping stone. You know,
yeah.
You both agreed on something. No, apparently not. They don't care.
I offered the olive branch there, and still back to square one.
You'll never win them over, Henry.
Tarek does purchase the AK-47. They fully invested into this pivotal moment. NRG with 4 pistols, 1 AK, 4 smokes. Could be enough. 3 players towards Ivy. All for JW this time. And Crims will be patrolling that Ivy position. He's got the AK, and that does not bode well for the North Americans. All right then, maybe it does.
Splendid entry from Breezy, and JW's next in line, distracted by Ethan, allows Cirque to walk out, but Broland always is ready, and he might find a third hole, but chasing that, hungry as he was, Ethan arrived. And he actually got Twist as well, P250 headshot at range, bomb goes down as a result, so the pistol's paying off. And the scrappy buys on either side create voids and gaps in which opportunities presented themselves as Twist, exists, I should say. We'll try and wrap back around. He's got 2 on low enough HP, and the AK in his hands with the smoke down will force the issue of Ethan. He knows now where Cirque is. Pop flash through it, no kit though, so a 10-second defuse in the smoke. He's gonna have to be the most opportune of opportunists he might be. He's holding it now. Daps is wrapped around, he's still inside of the smoke. That smoke's due to dissipate. You know what? I give Daps credit on that because it makes sure he could see the feet at the very least. If he did have a kit and it was 5 seconds, it might have been a different problem.
It does get a little bit touch and go there, but remember, that's the force fight from NRG. As long as they win it, they're absolutely fine. Breezy with the absolute shot from hell at Ivy there. They rush it, they go through the smoke. Crims thought he had a beautiful lineup there. To be fair, his angle looked good, but Breezy's shot was even better. That's what I'm looking for from these star players of NRG. That's what they've shown us time and time again. We haven't really seen it this series, but now finally starting to show us what they're made of. And there will not be a force in return. Fnatic will have to concede this one with a full eco. One smoke, couple of P250s. That is about it. Round 9, and NRG looking like they're a little bit more potent here on train. The T's are going very well for them. The flash comes in. It's not the best timing. They actually flashed themselves, but luckily for them, only up against the USPs here.
Breezy just waiting on the railing to see if anyone will present feet at the bottom. Bit of a stack on the B site. JW has already gone up in toward A main. Tarek Mac 10. Pop flash down. He'll be the one to enter through the smoke, but only finds exist on the other side. And everyone else says, nah, that's good enough, I'm done. I'm out. They'll wrap back towards Secret. Ethan will stay there. That'll certainly confirm there's at least 2 more, but JW is flanking. Problem with JW's flank is, okay, it was the right position, it was just slightly too late. They've already gotten back down Secret, but still he's gonna be there relatively quick. And the bomb being planted for Z Connector is reasonably clever in this situation because they know they're gonna rotate that direction, but they'll be able to fight with weapons, whereas if they plant it elsewhere, they could still get caught off by flanks. They now pull them to a closer position. And Cirque holds to see who will come from the bathrooms. Twist with the AK picked up. I think the round has written itself.
Well, they've got an AK-47. The MAC-10 as well exists. Manages to get himself a decent amount of cash, but NRG, they will take the lead on the T side here. They picked this map for a reason. They still don't know they're really up for it just yet, but they're starting to get it together. That's a nice shot from Cirque. He'll take down JW, and Twist will have to save the AK-47. Exists. Not the most tantalizing save with the MAC-10. He almost certainly throws that away. The fact he's got $7,000, a pretty useless weapon on the CT side. Well, to be fair, he's got JW on his side, and he does like the cheesier weapons. But I don't think anyone will be using it this particular round. I get it to number 10 here as Fnatic. Will not take a pause. They have got a pretty decent buy here. Do we see the AWP on the CT side? We certainly do. AK for Exist. 3 M4s, or 2 Augs, I should say, and JW on the sniper. Tarek will be using the AWP this time. We'll see where he wants to position himself. Well, he gets a nade in the face and decides to fall right back there.
JW this time, rather than holding an off angle, is going to try and be aggressive. He actually hit Breezy. He was the one on top of the dumpster, and so it was a leg shot rather than a headshot on the player that was in front. How close it was to that was rather shocking, to be fair. You would have thought he got one of the 2, but was flashed. Twist tries to come back around, knows the damage was done, but all he does is give away tracers, and Cirque hits it through the smoke. He's delighted with that as he backs off. And now, with bombs still at dumpsters, they've done exactly what they wanted. They had no intention other than to find kills, and they've got 2. Smoke still down at the end of the tunnels means Crims will at least have his pick of the litter. There's an op there. He's elected as... It is Crims, to be fair. We don't really see him on the op often. He's elected to stay with the AUG.
Massive advantage here for the NRG boys, and they will fully commit towards outside. Crims to defend here, though. He's got a decent position. He's done damage towards Tarek. The bomb goes down, and all of a sudden, Fnatic look like they're in charge. Oh, the awareness from Crims, but Breezy is the one that bests him once again. And it's now the 2 versus 2. Exist has been decent on the retakes. And look at Brolan's position. He sits in the crow's nest right now, waiting for the chance to strike. If they go for the plant, that's when he'll make his way through. And now that's a guaranteed frag. 9 seconds remaining, trying to pounce on the bomb plant, and that's such a nice move. He knows there's no chance of repositioning, and it will be Fnatic that close the round out there. They lost the first 2 picks as well. Remember, that's a 5-on-3 against them, and they get the defuse to recover all the utility on the floor, as they'll get that defuse in no problem.
Yeah, they've got not a lot of money, so that's why they're just waiting. Brolan has a kit, so they can afford to do so. He'll get on the defuse just now as Exist goes around and collects everything on the ground. Brolan, Twist, they're both on 9, as is Crims, but I think Brolan, of the three of them, has probably had the most amount of impact. The amount of times he's finding multiple kills at the train, the bomb train that is, it's been pretty solid. And it leaves us tied on 5s. Train is an interesting map, T-sided, but so momentum-based at times.
Absolutely. If you get into your opponent's mind, you know you're running the money down, they don't have all the utility, they don't have the AWP, for example, you can really punish that fact, and you can make it a very fast-paced game. But NRG haven't necessarily changed things up too much. The defaults have been relatively successful. All back for Cirque here, and it's JW this time patrolling towards the Ivy side. Crims maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed there. Staps jumps across, no problem. Smoked out for now. That's why he'll reel it in a little bit. Doesn't have to commit to this. Just a note, NRG have forced this round. 2 AK-47s, a Deagle, the AWP, and a MAC-10. It's far from ideal, but we've seen them do a lot more with far less here.
Daps. Trying with a Deagle. Brolan underneath. Incendiary on the ramp. Daps has come all the way around. He's gotten in behind them. That's going to cause a lot of panic at the back of the site, and that's going to allow the entrance from the ramp. Ethan goes first. The Incendiary's a little bit right. From the T perspective, there might be enough in that to plant. Instead, they're going to get up on top of the train. And Ethan, MAC-10, finds Twist up above. Brolan's on the flank. You know what else is? A smoke. Perfect time to shut him down. Exist has been hard to shut down throughout this game. Nearly got the spray transfer. Tarek finds it instead. And Brolan on the high side, Crims on the low. Smoke down. They walk into it. That'll give information to Tarek at least. But man, oh man, a hard shot on and off for Cirque. And does he spot the feet? He is in turn.
This is looking good for Cirque, though. The fact he has the AWP in this position, the bomb is so far gone. If he gets one of these kills, he probably gets to win it.
Oh, the timing as well. He just got behind the train at the exact moment that Brolan was looking for him, but he gets on the bomb. He's on it with the kit, and I think he's got enough. They just barely pulled that back. Cirque, he drew them as far away as he possibly could.
It will be Fnatic to take the lead somewhat here. Remember, that's a full investment from NRG. They brought out everything they could, a couple of rifles, some pistols, and the AWP. They get the bomb down, but still, it's not enough to invest in this next round. Fnatic went to round number 12, a huge advantage as JW brings up the shotgun as well. Exist detects the flank here. It's a nice idea. We don't really see too much utilization of the backtrack towards CT spawn, and the fact that they get all the way through there and manage to almost take down the defending CTs. It could have been a great play there, but couldn't find the shots for JW. He certainly can, as the second terrorist just goes creeping back up the ladder. He wants nothing to do with that. See ya.
JW. The nail gun pastes them to the wall as Cirque goes down. Tarek's going to be found by Brolan. Good off angle. Even if a smoke went toward A main, he would have been able to spawn above it. And Breezy, he goes back toward his teammate's body, hoping to maybe avenge him. Knew where Brolan was. He is still there, but wasn't ready to fire at him the first time by. Tries with the Deagle. Here's JW bouncing forward, but Crims gets the shot at long, and it's down to Daps. Fnatic extending the lead to 2 rounds. It's been back and forth for a while, but they get 3 in a row. And hints of the lead on either side, but JW, a fantastic job to hold off the ladder. Shotguns. Recent patch look like they're going to have a little more time in the game. Yeah,
they are cheaper now, and I think as the game develops the next couple of months, you will see them used a little bit more. Round 13, NRG do not have the Cirque AWP. They will be on AKs across the board here. They take the tactical timeout. They've got 5 rounds already. That's pretty decent. That's a confident score on the T side of Train. And Fnatic, they'll certainly be hunting for double digits here. They'll be happy with that as they enter their first double AWP setup. It's going to be Twist and JW, of course. Haven't seen much from Twist in this particular map. He's And JW, to be fair, JW 5 and 9 after those 2 kills of the shotgun. Twist 9 and 7. At the top for NRG, it's Cirque, of course. It's a very AWP-centric affair. He'll be on 12 and 10. Ethan 5 and 12, and really want to see more from him and Breezy, to be honest, but still some time here. Round 13, Crim's going for an aggressive push towards Ivy.
Nade goes into main. It only does minimal damage onto Daps. Cirque waits this time, so they are going to go for execution rather than, as we mentioned a few rounds ago when they had the op. Peak picks, double drop this time. That would take care of the shotgun. There isn't one. They'll live and die by the shotgun rules, but when they can afford better weapons, that's the better way to go about things, as Broland shows. Now boost to Tiki. Before the bomb is already planted. Very fast approach from NRG.
Yeah, this is really good execution here. Where has this been? NRG get that bomb down quickly, and a chance for Ethan to show us what he's capable of with that AK-47. He has 3 HP as the CT start to make their way out of the connector.
Ethan's waiting to see if they're even near the bomb. Smoke down. I don't think it's fully covered it, though. Smoke to cover the E-box means they have to go wide. It means they don't have the tin can to protect the bullets. Ethan, great guess as to where the diffuser was, but 3 HP. He is so fragile. It doesn't matter if Crims goes on the bomb, and he'll just barely spot him at the last possible second.
That's so sick from Ethan. He had 3 HP. In that situation, it looked like he had no chance whatsoever, but what a wonderful execution that was from NRG. They dropped 3 fast smokes. The flashes were quick as well. They get down the pop dog, and Ethan, he knows what he has to do there. Uses the CT smokes against them. Negates all threats and picks them off one by one. The defuse comes through, and it's not quite enough. NRG could be able to take us to a third. That is going to be Mirage. They've got a real decent scoreline here on the T side of Train, but their money is still pretty ropey. JW rushing inside of a shotgun.
He really is, isn't he? This is a different approach. Tarek was. He heard the warning. Cirque is not with an op, but AK nonetheless to fire through the smoke. And has Breezy alongside. That's a deadly duo if I've seen one. Exist and Broland will play at B with Twist and Crims on A. The early pick thins the defense, and Broland gets closer to Exist, meaning further from the rotation. Gap for Crims and no utility. We said not long ago that he often does not touch the AWP, but with JW down this time, he will.
See what he can do with it. 5 versus 4, and Broland knows he needs to find a quick frag here. Sits on the A ramp, the B ramp I should say, with the UMP. That's where they're heading. Another smoke comes in with 30 seconds remaining. This could be enough. Might push them outside. I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. Tarek will have to drop first. Grim spotted, but a chance to kill players towards the pop dog here.
Big miss from Twist. If he hit that and fell away to the same success that he has. Very different rounds. Couldn't hit the follow-up either, and Tarek gets taken down. It's Crims, the third offer, if you will. That'll get the shot instead. Broland and Daps get into a battle that goes only one way, and it's the way of Fnatic to find them back on level footing at 3. But the bomb planted is the advantage to NRG as they'll hold off. Inside of A main. Tarek is doing everything he can to keep Broland back, and he finds the kill that he very desperately needed, because now they can still swing toward the bomb. It's not the best position for Tarek to be in at sandwich, but Breezy's able to go all the way around now. He can play the third alley and watch not only Exist try and peek, but the bomb if he needed to, and we're back to 7s. Great response from NRG to find 2 in a row.
Round 15, NRG looking like they'll take the final round as well. They don't look too fired up there in the booth, but we'll see if they can close this one out. They've got a double orb set up on the T side. We'll see now what Fnatic have entering the final round. It's going to be CZ's Deagles. 1 scout there for Crims. A few smokes available, flashbangs as well. Fnatic are deadly with these pistols, but it's an incredibly tall order. NRG will want to slow things right down. They know they're in full control of the cash.
Tag came through actually from the op, made quick work for the MAC-10 as Daps gets the kill. Breezy's again out toward long. Smoke himself this time, a little bit deeper. That means JW is actually going to do the same in return. It leaves cause for concern and a shadow of doubt. If he wanted to push that, perhaps he could. But both thinking perhaps the other will. Neither will take the initiative, and Exist is forced out from the Pop Dog. More action at Ivy this game than Pop Dog. Usually one of those two is where the standoffs occur, but this game certainly has been an Ivy one. Not to say there hasn't been action at Pop Dog.
Well, this is Twist on the solo defense with just a Deagle, man. It doesn't look good for him, I have to say. He's got 40s there, but they think better of it because the fact that smoke goes down, it's not worth running through. They know they're up against these pistols, potentially CZs on the other side. Might as well go back, and this is another tight choke point. They might have overthought this a little bit, and Exist wants to go up, and he might be able to push them back towards inside. We know Twist is there, and he's got backup now in the form of Crims. They might have locked themselves out of both bomb sites, but that's a nice shot. Exist does go down. That might be the cue to head back outside, but potentially not. Back and forth we go.
JW to find Breezy. Deagle with 12 seconds. He's going to try and get above as well. That's going to give him better angles. Doesn't spot anyone. Bomb's got to be planted. Ethan to do it. JW doesn't have position to wrap on it, so they can't deny. That was probably their best chance. I say that until Twist shows up. Cirque to clutch it back with an AWP, and Twist has an AK picked up. He might be low on HP, but he's getting a lot closer onto position, but JW reads it wrong. Thought Cirque might wrap around it. Twist! He didn't have enough left for the fight. He fought hard, but he didn't have enough left for the last kill, and NRG will win out the half.
Another amazing performance there from Cirque. So calm in that situation. A 3 versus 1, and the Tech 9 delivers the goods. It's going to be 8-7 in favor of NRG on their T side. It's looking very good. Will they take us to Mirage? You have to find out after this break.
Into your eyes I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. outside, stay up all night.
Fnatic continue to search for their second grand final in a month. NRG was who they had to beat in the semi to make it to the final at Star Ladder in Shanghai. Right now, they're doing their best to try and replicate that. They won on Inferno, but this time, rather than being one round up at half, they're one round down. It's Train, so anything is possible.
It absolutely is, Matt. It was Fnatic that won the first half pistol, managed to get the 3-0 conversion, but I have to say, towards the end, NRG looked a lot more convincing on the gun rounds and controlled the money. Faster approach here from Fnatic, the execution with the two smokes, either side of the bomb train, looking to get that quick plant down. They've certainly got it. Exist will enable that. Crims goes down in the process, but Fnatic still with a slight advantage here.
Broland waiting on the other side of the smoke. He wraps around, he'll realize they were boosting, but rather than catching them in the act, he catches them well ready. And Ethan greets him accordingly. Easy with the drop. Wants to go, needs to go. He does, he'll find Twist. He knew they were distracted, took advantage of it. And he knows Exist is still behind the E-Box and on low HP. He's also got JW not even looking, and Terex on the defuse. Very well timed from Breezy.
Absolutely. He really is starting to warm up in this series. Now, that's what I want to see from him, as NRG will take a very important pistol round for themselves on their map pick. 9-7 now. Fnatic get the plant and 3 kills. There is an option to force buy in this second round with a couple of AKs and Deagles. Whether they'll go for it's yet to be seen. They're certainly discussing their options right now. It's an old 1.6 approach that maybe Exist will be feeling it this round. We'll see if they want to do it. I do see a single AK come through. Exist buys it. The rest of them, though, not fully investing. So Exist, the player who planted the bomb, got 2 kills. That's $900 extra already. So he gets AK armor. He buys that by himself. So he's gone for the hero play here and trying to just cause damage for the next round when they do buy.
Shot for 1, but that is all. Exist gets the kill back. Not without paying a pretty heavy price, though. He goes down to 8 HP, and Tarek, he'll take care of Twist. So the single AK stays in Exist's hands simply because...
What?
Oh, dear. He has the armor. A nade in the hand of Daps at the worst possible time means an AUG is now picked up to accompany the bomb carrier and Exist, but unfortunately he goes down and Broland is suddenly the last left alive. It's possible. He's got 2 already. He's recovered the bomb and not been spotted doing so, so a bomb plant should be the minimum.
Yeah, that's what he wants to aim for right now, but it looks like he's going for broke. He wants to go for the huge play here, but it's going to cost him. Really what I'd like to see in a plant there, because yes, they can still buy now, but it would have been so strong getting the plant down, getting that extra $800 per player into this round, knowing that NRG have got such weak cash. It would have enabled Exist to get an AK and armor as well. He only has 3K now. With the extra 800, he got an AK armor, no problem whatsoever. And it's a tactical timeout, this time called by Fnatic. So they will get the 4 AKs. Exist might have to go down to a Deagle and armor.
The call is going to be difficult for Exist. Again, that bomb plant for him would have been extremely important because he was the one that bought last time. He was the Superman, the raid boss, and he's forced to comply to this round's standards with a Deagle and head armor. He's gotten a bit of utility to go along with that, sticking on the pistol rather than going to an SMG. And I will say it again, I know it sounds odd, T-side more than CT because you're usually attacking in sequence and near enough to a teammate. You can afford maybe to not have a gun, less so than a CT that's going to hold a position, because if someone dies in front of you, you run across it and you pick it up.
Absolutely. It's not the end of the world, and it was a design for Exist to cause damage in the previous round as they go very aggressive here. I love this call from NRG. That might be the call to fall back, though. Decent smoke, but even better damage. It's such a brutal exchange here. Both teams find a single frag, and Twist will take down Sir Broland, shooting his own teammates, but luckily it's not a crucial blow. 4 versus 4 now, and they will commit towards outside of looks of things.
So Broland has E-Box to work off of, and he spotted Grim, so he knows they've got Pop Dog. Bomb waits with Twist way back at the dumpster. Exist goes around with him. They'll attack the A site together, and they'll put down smokes accordingly. They had one just to get Broland in position. They'll accompany that as it fades with another that covers off the mouth of Z Connector and nades as well. Oh, it's missed. May have been intended to go onto the bomb train, but if it was Z, it would have done More damage onto Tarek. Smart Molotovs. No one can hide at any of the spots in which they can swing to grab the bomb, but Breezy might be closer than they expect, having played at Old Bomb Alley. Broland finds him, though, and that's going to make problems for them. Bomb down, Tarek. Only one in return. Watch for Daps. His position is solid. They had no idea that he'd wrapped around toward Ivy as soon as he had, and with a target that wasn't ready to defend and was looking the other way, the MP9 is certainly sufficient, despite the distance. Tarek, he'll take distance into his own hands using the AUG, and it's all on Crims. Spotted by Daps, they know exactly where to look. They'll contain him at Pop Dog. In fact, Tarek rushes over, but if he finds the second, he can get the lineup toward the diffuser. Daps holds on.
Very close stuff there, but it looks like NRG have done absolutely enough. It's 11-7. Daps and Ethan will survive. Fnatic trying to pick up the pace and exist. Just to know 24 kills for him, playing his heart out now. It might not be enough. With the bomb planted, they do have a buy available to them. Do they want to take the tactical timeout? We'll have a look. And just CZ's being purchased, so they're going for the bigger picture here. Don't want to try and steal this round away. There was enough for AKs and armor, but not absolutely everything they needed. NRG should be able to find 12 here, but we've seen Fnatic win plenty of rounds with just the pistols in this tournament. They have got enough for an execution with the smokes, and currently holding in a pretty standard default.
Broland was smart to realize a nade was coming in his direction and got into the corner. There's a smoke down in front of the back tracks. That means JW will be able to focus hard left on entry, and that's where Breezy waits. Didn't check it though. He actually was waiting for nades to come out from his teammates. Instead, Exist will get the response, AUG down, but being guarded. Cirque was aware of the situation, low enough HP. He's easily able to collect the second on Exist after taking down Twist. And Broland is all that remains. Smokes the bomb off, so he might be able to run toward it, but what does he do from there? And that's too predictable, so he thinks better of it and wants to find a better angle to do damage at 44 on the clock.
This is the partial buy from Fnatic. Doesn't look like they'll make much of a dent here. And we'll see round 20 come through. A chance to buy AWPs, AK-47s. And it's up to Twist now to try and find that opening pick. It's been quite a slow-paced game, this one. Cirque with the AWP, we know what he's capable of on that CT side. This is looking great for NRG. I'm very confident in the fact they should be able to close this one out and take us to Mirage.
Just in case you forgot, Henry.
They're getting weaker with the calls there, guys. If you're going to do it, make sure it's in unison and loud. Otherwise, it's absolutely pathetic.
Op Cirque. Triple AUG, AK for Daps. NRG exactly where they wanted to be, and perhaps even expected to be on Train. This would improve them to 8-0 on the map, and it would force a third map in this series. Fnatic, they played 3 very long maps last night. And they beat NRG in 2 last time. They were playing for a final. So that would already be a step in the wrong direction, or for NRG, an improvement. We saw I'm a Pet Chet. He said before the series to Frankie that a lot's changed in the 3 weeks since Shanghai, and he thinks they've improved in their gun rounds. Mentioned winning pistols, because that was a huge issue for them at that event. But he thought even if they didn't, their gun rounds are better now, and they would be ready to take the fight to Fnatic. It shows so far on Train.
Well, before this map itself, they had won 100% of their CT rounds in terms of pistols at this tournament. So they certainly have improved in that sense.
Oh, great. Oh, Ethan. I was going to say position and timing, but JW spoils all. If he'd swung around and actually got control of the wall, he would have caught down 2 players going toward E-Box. Exist against Tarek, and they are swarming on the site. Daps last alive. It goes to kills, not even a plants.
There it is. Nice outside execution from Fnatic, managing to pounce together. Very good coordination. All strategies are designed to make the CTs uncomfortable. And you could see they couldn't find the crossfires. They couldn't work in unison, and it will be Cirque taken out of the equation. Couldn't find the killing blows. Round 21, and the money's actually reasonably low for NRG. That's a great round for Fnatic to pick up. They took their time. They didn't force into these rounds. They wanted to let the money build up, and this could be a fantastic chance to really solidify their finances now. Round 21. They've had some very long games throughout this tournament. Plenty of overtimes.
Now, don't make me get OJ here to remind you that there are children watching. I mean, if it gets OJ here, maybe that's a good excuse.
Yeah, fly him over.
This is the man.
He can protect me.
No one can protect you, Henry. I'm sorry.
From the angry mob.
It's just not likely.
Well, they buy up everything they can.
It's been great to know you.
Well, it's been a good 4 years. Hell of a ride. We all knew it'd end like this eventually.
Does this mean I win the Deadpool?
Yeah, he might do. It's going to be Deagles and for Masses here. A desperate round for NRG as they position the AWP towards the lower ramp. Cirque looking to open things up, but the flashbang will push him away, but Tarek is doing everything with that Desert Eagle. The three-man setup towards the brown halls works fantastically well for the CTs. They were low on the money. They went for the force buy. They called for a stack towards Inner, and it's worked perfectly. They've got the information as to where JW is now, and it should be no problem at all for them to close this one out. They have the bomb. Cirque there with the AWP. Nice angle for him to hold. JW out of options here, I'm afraid. He's got a minute, but how does he possibly find a couple of frags so he can recover the bomb?
JW is checking everything, but nothing is being given away for free. Nothing is given in this world. He's going to have to earn all 4 of these kills with 41 seconds, and they're positioning easily able. Oh, you'd think to trade, but they go out. He found 2. He made it interesting, to say the least, but Breezy shuts it down.
But NRG, they'll just be happy the fact they won the round. They came in with 2 pistols, 1 AWP and an M4. They went for the 3-man stack. 2 players positioned on the lower ramp. That was going to be Cirque and Tarek. And it's Tarek that does such a fantastic job with the Deagle. That's designed to allow the AWP, even if he doesn't hit the shot, to take all the aggro away from that 2-3 ledge we've been calling it. And then Dabs can swing in from the upper ramp, start causing damage, and there he is. As long as he gets a single frag, that's fine. He got 2. And JW, decent attempt to get a couple of kills here, but unless he wins the round, it doesn't really count for that much. 13-8. And now the money's low on the Fnatic side. CZ, Galils, they do have an AWP for Twist, and they're sending all of their manpower towards inside. Daps will patrol with the MP9. Ethan, he's right inside that pop dog room, and Cirque with the AWP. Feels like it could be the inside attack, and he would be exactly right.
Daps. Easy kill, considering Crims was trying to smoke himself into position toward the bomb train. Unfortunately, Exist got underneath of the crosshair, and Twist found Ethan immediately after their back of the round. Just as quickly as that, Cirque was trying to get away from upper and find a better position. He was found all right, and Breezy has to save the round. He's got Exist pinched in, but it's an isolated one-on-one, and he's forced off the ult because he ran out of ammo. It leaves Exist with 12, and the information is that Tarek is coming in from the ramp. He's made so much noise, but he's baited out the shots just enough, and he'll get the rounds.
You can see the comms coming through there, very clean. Tarek knew he was very, very low HP. Brings out the USP, closes it out, and Exist had nowhere to hide. It's going to be 14-8. That was Fnatic forcing everything they could. But with the loss bonus at maximum now and the bomb being planted, they actually have a pretty reasonable buy. But I don't see a world that they can bring this one back. It looks like NRG are just too strong on train right now. Nice inside hold, no problem there at all.
Back into it, Fnatic. Large task if they're going to try and force this game back into anything salvageable really at all. They have the max loss bonus, so don't discount the fact that they'll buy in the next round no matter what. They can still play for overtime on this. A stellar half from NRG. Ethan, he was forced to turn, but his self-deployed smoke was good enough to keep Exist from spotting him as he had gone down, and now they play the game of cat and mouse. I would say that Exist is the cat because he's got the bigger weapon of the two. Ethan's waiting it out. Seems content with his position.
Not much going on right now. Both teams waiting for the other to move first. Fnatic just showing a little bit of presence there towards Ivy, but JW will fall back. He throws one single flashback before joining his teammates. Outside execution could have potential there, but Ethan just steals away an AK-47.
Said he was a mouse, now he's a lab rat. He's improved significantly by getting an AK. Smoke to the site, that'll go behind Ethan. He again throws one to help himself, but he can't help himself to Crims, who has great mechanics to jump away from the ladder, but still gets spammed through the metal floor, and Tarek will get one, followed by Cirque, and he knows the bomb is down. He'll find the last kill on JW. And we might be on the last round at 15-8.
We absolutely could be. Fnatic, like you said, with that maximum loss bonus, but unless the plants are coming through, it still makes things a little bit difficult for them. I'm seeing Galils and UMPs, 3 AKs, Twists with no utility whatsoever. Pretty much the same story for Exist and JW. They have one smoke between them, and Ethan holding so strong towards this Pop Dog area, is ready to brawl. We're starting to see these big names of NRG shine. Breezy's had his moments. Ethan's starting to look sharp as well. It's been a slow build-up for them, but they're looking like the better team now as Cirque puts one of the final nails in the coffins in the second map.
Crims and Ethan again. Double drop, totem drop, and Ethan backs out. Perhaps could sense it coming. He did so without much support. Breezy was looking, I suppose you could say, from Ivy, but without knowledge of exactly what was going on in A main. And he goes all the way around to the hitch. Daps a passive position on B. Knows they haven't really been hitting that side of the map often, but Twist is sneaking in Ivy. Bomb still at Dumpster. And if this goes A, they will be well positioned. They won't have the op necessarily on site, though. Look how far Breezy's rotated off as well. He's going to give them the back tracks. Tarek sliding out, starts it off. This smoke means Tarek can be more aggressive, and he now knows he has the bomb. 49 seconds. Deploys a bit of utility on top of it as well. Does he push on? No, he backs. He wants to stay alive. Doesn't need to worry about the bomb if they just have to find Exist. And that is all that remains. NRG's forced out the third map in the series, and now we really play off to find out who goes against Liquid tomorrow. It'll be a best of 5. So depth will matter, and Cirque shows lots of it. At least on this map, they've doubled up over top of Fnatic.
NRG look very slow getting into this series, but as I just said, the stars are starting to align. We're starting to see those names shine through. It's Cirque with 23 kills, Tarek with 24, Breezy with 20. Those are the numbers we've come to expect. And we've got Mirage next. We really think that this one, it could be an exciting finish. We know both teams play it. It's faster paced and trained. And hopefully we get the game we deserve. We want to see this arena lights up. We'll see whether it can deliver after this break.